I had my rant. We have another rant, and today's show is about to be chaos.
Get ready, because your girls got a lot of things to say about this next upcoming topic, and it is about the Academy Awards. The most controversial thing to happen at this Oscars, no question about it, was when the Snyder Cut Speed Force scene beat Avengers Endgame as the most cheer-worthy moment. Now, there are 3 reasons why I find this appalling. First of all, when they did this countdown and revealed that the Speed Force was the winner, the Oscars did not make it clear that this was a Twitter-voted event. So my phone is blowing up of people being like, what the hell? This is nonsense. My boyfriend literally got up and walked out of our hotel room as a bit because he was so upset. And so I tweeted my a shocked reaction because I also forgot it was Twitter related. And then I followed it up with never let Twitter decide anything again. And I stand by that. Now, here's the thing. Setting aside the fact that obviously the Avengers Endgame Avengers Assemble moment is more cheerworthy. I mean, I'm not saying the Speed Force moment wasn't cool. Come on. I'm not crazy. I'm just saying, if you counted up every single person in their home who probably cheered out loud, I don't think you could fill a theater that cheered for Avengers Endgame. But my other problem with this is that, I tweeted about this and the Snyder fans came for me. I didn't read a lot of comments because I don't think that's good for one's mental health. But I did see a couple slip through and said, well, why didn't you vote? Because I don't care, first of all. I'm having fun ranting about this, but I don't really care. I care more about something else, which I'll get to in a second. But here's the thing. If I really did care and I was trying, I think that it has been proven time and time again that Snyder fans are the loudest people on the internet. And good for them. It has worked in their favor. Look at all the things they've accomplished. I am not going to ever talk down on what has been accomplished by being loud about being a Snyder fan on the internet. We've got a whole movie made, and that's amazing. But here's and if you really believe in your heart of hearts that the Speed Force scene is a more cheer-worthy moment than the event, if you believe that truly, then I'm not going to judge you because that's what you believe, and I think that's beautiful. But here's what it really all comes down to. This is the Oscars. This is not the People's Choice Awards. This is not the MTV Movie Awards. They cut some huge moments from the Oscars. We didn't get to see Samuel Jackson, Elaine May earn their Lifetime Achievement Awards, but instead we take time on a Twitter countdown? That is not... Listen, I shouldn't care about the Oscars as much as I do. They're an award show. I know they're not really important, but I've been watching them religiously since I was 10 years old, and I've been watching every nominated movie since I was 14 years old. I care about this stupid nonsense, and involving Twitter is an embarrassment to cinema, and I am sorry that I got so upset about it, and I'm sorry that this is where we're at, and I'm sorry that Army of the Dead is considered the fan favorite movie of the year. And that is my rant, and try not to come too hard for me. I love you all. I respect you all. But I think we can all agree on this podcast, the Avengers Endgame Assembles moment is the greatest cheerworthy moment in the history of fun time movie watching. And that's my rant. Thank you. Does anyone else have anything to say?
Richard.
Wow.
Richard.
Wow.
Clip that.
Oh my God. Wow.
Clip that and put the back-to-back freestyle in the background. And then halfway through, switch it to Shook Ones.
Now
Please.
I know how everyone felt when I was ranting about the Marvel creators not getting paid in that lawsuit. Now I understand how everyone felt listening to that. That was
that really matters.
This is about to be our first big podcast breakout on the new Phase Zero channel. But I mean, Jamie, I think you made so many good points. God dang! I was actually going to point out. I agree with you. I saw a viral tweet this morning about Riz Ahmed getting his Oscar for the live action short film, and it wasn't broadcast live. It's disappointing. And this came from somebody who said it means so much to be able to see myself on a platform like that, and it deserved a much better announcement. His words were so inspirational, and we didn't see it. I totally agree with that. I didn't even watch the Oscars. I was watching Spirited Away. I flipped to the Oscars when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, and I was like, I can't miss this. What's going on? I'm going to be a part of the conversation. But it is crazy. I agree. Avengers Endgame is the big cheerworthy moment, but I think that there was 2 Marvel films that were nominated, and that split the vote of Marvel fans versus very, very, very loud Snyder fans. And I think there are a lot of people in the Snyder community who give the entire Snyder community a bad name. There's a lot of people in the Snyder community that are some of the most gracious, thoughtful people I've ever spoken to, and they've done a lot for suicide prevention and different causes, and I have a ton of respect for what they've done. Like Jamie said, they got Zack Snyder's Justice League release. They've raised a ton of money, but there's also a few bees in that hive that when you shake that nest, they say terrible, terrible things to you, and that gets plastered across all of them. So I just wanted to say on Phase Zero, we are not. I want to clarify. We're not saying that everybody in that group is terrible. There's bad apples in the Marvel bunch.
I just said they were loud.
Yeah, no, they're definitely. I know. I have encountered it as well. But I agree with you. I think that the vote was split among Marvel fans and Snyder fans went in on the vote, and they won it. And Army of the Dead also, I like that movie a lot. I don't even know what the other options were, but it is interesting that good for the Snyder fans, whatever. Like, but yeah, Jamie made some points. Yeah,
it's less about Snyder and Marvel and more about the fact that this is the Academy Awards.
Mm-hmm. I'm conflicted because I simultaneously want them to never run this poll ever again. Like, I think this was such a weird social experiment, but I'm also like, can y'all just run this every year so that like Morbius or something absurd can win it next year? Like, we can get to this point where like 5 or 10 years from now, it's like the weirdest possible franchise thing wins like best cheer-worthy moment or best fan film. Like, it's so stupid, but it almost like is weirdly fascinating at the same time. Like having this poll the way that it is.
Jenna has created the best Wikipedia entry for the Marvel, for like the Oscar subgenre you could ever see. Because you'd be like, what happened? Why are all these movies? There's no through line at all.
Yeah.
So that would be funny.
I saw a horrifying tweet that was like, the cheerworthy moment was not limited to 2021 movies. So technically, if they do this every year, the Speed Force scene could win every year until the end of time.
It's what we deserve.
Yeah.
It's what we deserve.
That's fair. I can't deny that.